You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
No one can do it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
What's really going on?
Talk to me. Say something.
That's what I'm looking for. Jump a little bit right here.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all? How's it going? Tell me something good, y'all. Welcome to Stargell's World at a strange location. I'm your host. Well, I used to come on earlier, but that's okay. The night is kind of special because I'm waiting on my guests as we speak. Anyway, thank you for joining with your host, the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, not afraid to yell out what's real, nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last. After they made me, they brought the moon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, earlier I meant to give the birthday shout outs. Birthday shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, January the 7th. January the 6th, pardon me. Happy birthday, y'all. And may God bless you with many, many more. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody all around the world, all across the country, the state of Georgia, every city, and mainly the Atlanta area. Like I say, I'm just waiting on my guests to come as we speak. I'm not going to tell you who y'all already probably can see who he is, but before he logs in, just want to say this right here. I've been knowing this dude since high school. I think I came to Clarkston like third quarter 82 or September. I can't remember, but I remember when I first came there, he'll tell you I used to be real timid. They want to, I wasn't mean, but it was, he knew certain people I just didn't want to be bothered with. But then then everybody started to grow on me. It was like, oh, yeah, speaking of, he is now. Hang on, y'all. Talk to me, say something. Well, I said,
Hey, what's going on?
what's happening?
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam. Tell me something good, my man.
Oh man, I'm just getting in from work. Had to deal with that server, man. That thing it was giving me fit.
I understand that, man, but you know what they say, my dad talks and you know the rest.
Right, that part.
Oh yeah, I was introducing you before you came on. I was
Uh-huh.
telling them we go back since Clarkston High School.
Oh yeah, we go way back, all the way back.
Yeah, right before Soul Train got knocked out of syndication.
That part.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And
Yes,
look,
sir. How
and we
you
go.
been?
So what now?
I said, how you been?
Oh, everything on my end, brother Ali, just taking it one day at a time.
I know that's right. That's all you can do.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing we can do. Because if we try to take more than two, we ain't gonna never make it.
Uh, some getting ready to mess up
You got that right.
somewhere.
Oh
Somewhere,
yeah.
some gonna get messed up.
Okay, now tell me what you been up to, brother.
Well, I've been an engineer since
I'm sorry.
'92. Since since '92,
Uh,
and I've been working with some pretty aggressive companies. I would say within the last 2 years, but I'm currently working for a company called
okay.
Orange Business Services. They are a the U.S. U.S. arm of French Telecom.
Okay.
And what I do is I manage all of the servers, routers, switches, and PCs for the Americas.
All right.
So it keeps me busy. I'm always on my toes. I'm always learning something new. I can't bank on what I did yesterday because something's going to change within 24 hours.
Show you right.
Somewhere. And so it keeps me on my toes. That's basically what I've been doing work wise.
Right.
Personal wise, getting ready for Ramadan,
Oh, yeah.
which is next month. Praying, praying. It says in the Bible, in Scripture, as well as there is a hadith. I was thinking about it, how it says for us to pray for our leaders. I don't want to waste my breath on this man.
Right.
I don't. I don't want to waste my breath on him. I know that God created evil for the day of judgment. Let him do the judging, but I ain't gonna do the prayer.
Talk to me. Right on.
I'm not gonna do the praying.
Well, my son-in-law, he's Islam.
Okay.
His name Gary. You probably seen him on Facebook, but he don't cut his dreads off now. That's the one who I call Yahweh.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, sir. And you know what? No, I knew him. Believe it or not, I knew him when I was working at the Kroger on Moreland and Caroline.
What?
Well, me and Veronica, we were working together back then. And he used to come
No, I
up.
didn't know that. I didn't know how y'all met. I don't think I know.
Oh, yeah. We used to work
North
together.
Carolina married. I was like, what?
We used to work together at the Moreland and Caroline Kroger.
Okay.
And that's when I was in my first marriage.
Okay. That's
But
what's
me and
up.
Veronica, we were just co-workers at the time. But then somehow, I'm gonna tell you, just like I told you before, somehow, like 2 months before my dad is passing, we literally reconnected 2 months before he passed.
Wow.
And I hated my dad and didn't get a chance to meet him. Because to be honest with you, before his passing, when we reconnected, nobody knew about him. Not even the people who I was close to, I didn't tell. Not just yet.
Right.
So after we hooked up literally,
You froze on me, bro.
nobody's only a few people knew about it. But when we made it official Memorial Day, everybody and their mama knew about it. Even
Right.
my mama called me. She was like, Who that on there with you on your picture? I said, that's a friend of mine. She said, she looked more than a friend. I said, okay, mommy, you got me. That's one lady. And then my cousin in Atlanta, she was like, I sound like a mom. And Veronica, your girlfriend. I said, yes, she's my girlfriend.
Well, I was seeing someone else when I was up in North Carolina, and that didn't work out. That was an old friendship. We had known each other for 30 some odd years.
Right.
And thought it was going to be a connection there. And I think about 2-3 weeks in, I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna work.
You said no, zero.
No, and that's the trip part about it. Sometimes we try to go back in a relationship or back in time and capture lightning in the bottle for a second time.
Yeah.
You can't. When you don't take it that first time, you don't take that lightning in the bottle the first time, it ain't no second getting it.
Oh yeah, but for me and Veronica, we were just co-workers, like I said.
Right.
And we didn't know we were gonna hook up, but like a couple of people told me, even a lot of my celebrity friends, they told me, you know what that was? That was already written.
Yep.
I was like, I could see that. They said they were writing it down, getting it prepared for now.
You want to say hey to Regina?
Yeah, let me
she
speak
run
to
away. Hold on, Regina. Hold on. Regina, come on. She don't ran off.
Oh,
she don't ran. She was like,
you know how it is, man. I know how it is, man. My wife, Veronica do the same. But we ain't gonna tell about it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Now look, I ain't trying to get slapped.
No.
Oh yeah, this is what I want to bring. This is what I want to bring up too, brother Ali, from our Clarkston days. when you used to sing.
Uh-huh.
And you know, a lot of people ask me at Clarkston, did I sing? I used to be like, They said, why? I used to say, I ain't no
You
singer.
do. I thought you did sing.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
want
thought
look,
you.
hey, cuz I didn't want to tell nobody then because
Okay,
I
okay.
was stage fright, but I started taking it real serious after graduating high school. When I started going to church on my own free will,
Mm.
and I got in the choir, I wasn't even in there. Like, I was in there 2 weeks after that. That's when my voice started really developing. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then I wasn't even there 6 months. By the third month, they had me leading the song.
Oh yeah.
And
See, you
guess
got
what?
you.
I was nervous, but I didn't have that. Oh
That's
my
when you
God,
sing
I
your
just
best.
shitted on myself. Look.
But that's when you sing your best is when you're nervous.
Oh yeah, I know that now. But
Yeah.
too, after I did that first time leading the song, that's when I caught the bug. When I
That's
say
when you
caught the
caught the bug.
bug, I felt a little
You caught
confident.
the bug.
Yeah, but even though when I wasn't going to church at the time, in between time,
Right.
I still kept my voice going.
That's what's up.
Even when I
You should.
rededicated, Brother Ali, I remember this pastor told me, God bless him, he gone now, but he said, you still got it, man. He said, you just got better over the years. He said, what was your secret? I said, just kept it up. That's what I did.
That's it.
And that
You
was
know,
a,
I don't. No, go
and
ahead, brother.
let me remind you, I'm sorry, but let me remind you this. That same one who told me I still had it was the same one who told me to just put your hand in your pocket and be cool. Basically, he let me know he knew I could do it.
Yeah, yeah. And
And then
that's the trip part about it.
oh yeah.
You know, you can
And
be nervous. You can be nervous or whatever. You put your hand. My not Miss Kugel, who was the chorus teacher at Clarkston.
I remember.
The teacher at Tilson before I went, because back in the day, we went to elementary school to the
At high
seventh
school.
grade. Eighth grade was high school. It
Oh, I
wasn't no
know
middle
that.
school, all that
I
foolishness.
know that, cuz.
Right, right. So I was at Tilson, and Miss Nephew, God rest her soul, I'll never forget her. She was the first one that really said, you can really sing. I want you, but I was nervous. I was
I know
so
you
nervous
were
because I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up with no brothers, no sisters, no nobody. It was just me. I was an only
only
child.
child.
Yeah, I was the only child until my sister came along 16 years later.
Well, guess what? Brother Raleigh. I'm my mama's only child, but on my daddy's side, I got one sister. Well, I got three brothers living and two dead now.
Mm,
But peep
my
this.
lord.
But for me to be my mama's only child, they gonna tell you I didn't have like no brats, which I did.
Right, right, right.
But one of my brothers, my second oldest brother, now before I get to him, now my oldest brother, his voice deeper than mine.
Mm.
My second oldest
Yeah, I don't know
brother,
where that baritone voice came from you. Boy, the first time we had reconnected some years ago when I first came back from Seattle. Let me tell you a
yeah.
quick story. I first came back from Seattle. I gave you a call. You answered the phone. Hello. I said, God, what the hell? Who is this? Who
But
is
you know, I had a
this?
deep voice at Clarkston, man.
But it wasn't as deep as it is now. That
It had
thing
just,
is
it had just,
vocally.
it had just
It's
changed.
just broke.
My voice had changed when I got before I came to Clarkston.
Wow.
But then let them tell it. I had the deepest voice in the ninth grade when I was at Clarkston.
I can remember that. Yeah, yeah.
And it was more the teachers teasing me than students. Yep, and I tell
Oh,
you,
I can see Miss Harper now. Mr. Stargell.
and I used to give her that, what you want,
Get
that
on
man?
with your deep voice.
You know what? Me and Miss Hoffa didn't get along.
Nobody got along with Miss Harper.
She tried to make me, she tried to make me
Miss
take my
Harper was a
earring
white
out.
supremacist. looking back at it now,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Miss Harper was a white supremacist. Do you remember the time my mom came up there and turned the school out?
Oh, yeah.
Cause see, Miss Harford had came to me, pulled me out of class and everything. And everybody was calling me Herschel back then.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, um, Herschel, you got to leave my little white girls alone. I'm getting phone calls from parents and stuff. And I was like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Who they like, if they like me, they like me. So I thought it was funny and went home and told my mom about
Mm-hmm.
it. Man, why I do that?
Oh,
She came up to school the next day and literally just lit a bomb up in there. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get suspended. I'm gonna get suspended. Miss Harper didn't mess with me. No, she didn't even say anything. She didn't even look my way
I know she
anymore.
did because she knew your mama wasn't nothing to play with. But now she tried to make me take my earring out, man.
Oh, what?
And when I told my mom and grandmama about it, they came up there red rope and raised her.
Yeah,
But
she was a
shit.
white supremacist.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. And I'm gonna tell you another one I couldn't get along with. Mr. Scott.
Mr. Who? Mr.
Scott.
Scott.
I couldn't stand him.
Didn't he get murdered or something like that?
I ain't hear about that. I didn't know about.
No, was it Mr. Scott or
That
was
was
it
Mr. Marks, the
the
teacher.
black teacher that taught I want to say history?
It was him, Mr.
It
Philip
was it,
Marks.
it was him.
Philip Marks. I remember him.
Yeah. Somebody got murdered. This happened. Oh God.
In 87, Philip Morris.
Yeah, somewhere around there he got murdered. They found him in his house dead or something like that.
His lover beat his ass.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes. And
Wow.
look, before it got on the news, you remember Miss Strong, right?
Yep.
I know her two daughters, and her husband.
Mm.
And her daughter Audra called. I saw Audra. She told me about Mr. Marks.
Mr. Mark. Yep.
Because she told me about it. She said, you remember Philip Morris? She said, he's dead. He said he was beat to death. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was beat to death. That's exactly what by his lover.
Yep. Hey, look, I remember that big time, man, but it was something else I finna ask you. Like Mr. Scott, the assistant principal.
Yeah.
I remember he had it for me ever since I called me, yes, man. To his face. You know I wasn't scared of Mr. Scott. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else too. If he see me now, he'll probably say, now he done turned into a radical. Cause ever since I started sporting the beret, I done been called militant, radical, fight the power, all this.
Right. And that's the trip part about it. I've always been kind of undercover militant. My dad was in the military. My mom was actually practicing Islam when I was younger, as a
Really?
child. When we were in my grandparents lived in Capitol homes. My mom and I lived in no, my grandparents lived in Grady homes. My mom and I lived around the corner in Capitol homes.
So hold
And
on,
we
hold
would,
that thought for a minute. I'm sorry, Brother Ali. Capitol Homes.
mm-hmm.
Well, I know some people there. So do you remember?
And it's not even there anymore.
I know that. You remember Gloria, Tony, Moosey, and all them?
Yeah.
I still know Moosey.
What
You
man?
know Gloria gone.
Yeah, I know Gloria's gone. She passed away.
Sylvia is too.
Sylvia too?
Yeah, and guess what I found out?
Oh,
Me and Sylvia's birthday was on the same day.
no.
Yeah. But you know,
Wow, small
Me and
world.
Moosey, we good friends though.
Uh-huh.
And she told her daughter when I first sent her a request on Facebook, and Moosey didn't recognize me at first. I said, you remember I knew your sister Gloria used to call me, I told her she used to call me Bird, right? She said when she saw that, she said she hollered. And she said, her daughter said, what's the matter, Mom? She said, I just got it. A friend of mine just sent me a friend request, and when he mentioned Bird, right? She said, I just hollered. She said, he's still a fool.
Ain't nothing changed but the day.
That's right. But I'm gonna tell you one thing Lucy discovered too when she heard me singing. She told me, I ain't know you can sing. I said, I ain't either. Y'all was joking with me. Because she had heard me, she heard me humming along with the song by Jodeci.
Okay, okay.
That was one of my groups back in the day now.
Man, it was, man, that's when music was music back then.
Oh, yeah,
We
Boys to
grew up
Men.
during the era of music. I don't know what this is now, all auto-tune and computerized, but I mean, we grew up with real instruments. You
And on
know,
that thought too, when you ask me, when you say you don't know what they call it today, I know what to call it.
garbage.
Nope, masturbation. Call it
That's not
in.
right.
Because
That's not right.
it don't make us feel good, it makes them feel good.
Yeah, it's for them. They're singing for themselves. They're not singing to motivate, to inspire, to uplift. You know, they're not none of that. That's out. But that came from the music industry itself when Leah Cohen, and all of those guys got together because R&B music was so powerful back in the day that it was creating movements.
Yeah.
You know, it was people were inspired to do better and to be better.
Right.
And they said we can't have that. We cannot have that. We need to have the most negative, gutter, trash, ratchet stuff that can come out. And that's where the gangster rap came from. And because remember, neo soul came right behind soul and R&B, and neo soul should have taken off.
And don't forget about alternative rap too.
That's right. That's right. All of that should have taken off, but the powers that be did not want it because they knew it would inspire that next generation.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna say this too about music now. Now, like I say, the industry got lazy. They instead of playing real instruments, they'll do programming, sampling, interpretation,
Oh yeah,
that shit.
yeah, yeah. Now don't get me wrong. It's been some phenomenal music that has come out recently
Yeah.
that has elements of it all: live instruments, electric instruments, wind, brass, and all this other stuff. But during that transition period from the big band era
And
of music, or not the big band, but you know, I remember Cameo used to have like 19, 20 people on stage. LTT.
Oh shit, yeah.
People on stage. Everybody had an instrument.
Oh yeah. But check this
You
out.
know, you playing something.
But like you say, the rappers, you got about 100 and more of them on stage, and everybody got to have a mic.
Everybody got to have a mic.
And don't know what the hell they talking about. Talking loud, ain't saying nothing.
No, none whatsoever.
But
and you know what really tripped me out when they said that Nicki Minaj was the greatest greatest female rapper of all time. I was like, what's that? Yeah, you didn't hear that?
That's why I say, huh?
Yeah, I was like, really?
And what makes me mad too?
Skipped over Missy Elliott. You know, skipped over MC Light. You know, skipped over Queen Latifah. Come on, man.
And they just completely just missed it when they looked over the sequence.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I know one of them. I talked to one of the members. In fact, it was Cheryl the Pearl.
Okay.
And you know me and her, she real cool. In fact, she was the one. Not only she was there when I lost my father, but she was real supportive. She was like one of the first I told about Veronica. For real. That's how cool we
That's what's up.
And when I told her, she said, "Congratulations, winner." And you know, me and her, we still cool, you know, but right now, keep her in prayer because her mom's at home hospice. And, just keep her and the
Yeah,
family in prayer, please.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely, most
But I'm gonna say
definitely.
this about Cheryl too. She'll tell anybody. She said it take a lot to make her laugh. She said, but when she talk to me, she can't help it.
Can't help but do it.
Because she said when she first heard, she said it was somebody said it. She said it cracked her up. Oh, I told her about my play sister Monique. I call her Mona Chuck because she crazy as hell. She look,
Right, right.
me and Monique, we've been friends since 1999.
Woo, that's a
And
long time.
look, we've been making each other laugh ever since then. But on the real, she been real supportive too with me and Farah. She was like the first I told.
That's what's up.
Because
That's
like
what's
I
up.
said, she always been a big supporter. That's why whenever we come to Atlanta to see my mom, we do go see Monique because even though she live on the west side, we go see her.
Okay,
You know,
that's what's up.
they be want to smoke, they be want to burn.
Yes, sir. Got to
And
burn you one.
yeah, hey, look, when I come back to Georgia, I definitely got to come see you too, man.
Come on through. Come
Where you
on
at
through.
now? Where you at? You at
I'm,
Avondale Station Apartments?
I'm Avondale Reserve.
And where is it?
Right,
Is it next?
right down. It's
It
right
ain't
on
next to
Northern
the
Avenue.
what College Avenue?
Northern.
Oh, Northern. I know
I'm
what.
right down the street from the jail.
Man, you not
Literally
living
right
on.
down the street. I
You
can
not living
walk
on
to the
Northern
jail.
Avenue at the jail. Yeah,
Yes, sir. No, no, no. I'm not talking about. Yeah, I'm right down the street from the jail on Memorial.
I know what you're talking about. Look,
Yeah.
look who's
There
there.
she go.
How you
Hey,
doing?
in the background. Hey, what's going on with you?
That's the wife here. Yep, my sweetie.
Nice to meet you.
You've met me before. We haven't met in
Inbox.
person, but you.
Well, yeah, but not face to face, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you might. I think. Hey, Carlos. She don't remember because it was a whole bunch of smoke in the air at the time.
True that. True that.
She don't remember.
That is true.
I like that.
She don't remember.
Yeah, that is true. Cause you thought we were smoking blunts, but that was them. That was them hemp papers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But I'm right over here, but I work in Cobb
oh, you
at
in
the
Cobb
Galleria.
County.
Yeah, I work at Cobb Galleria Parkway, but I live in Avondale. Avondale. Well, it's considered Avondale Estates, but back in the day it used to be called Scottsdale.
Oh yeah, and look, and speaking of Scottsdale, there's a lot of them done moved out of died from over there.
Oh yeah, everybody got gone. Lucas Temple is still over there though.
I know.
And but I haven't seen any of
Our people.
our folk. None of them. It's all mixed. It's all mixed income housing over
Yeah.
there. It's nice. It's real nice over there. But man, when they tore down Scottsdale, man, they tore down memories.
Yes, they did. I mean, we had some good. I
They
had
tore
good
them
times
down.
over
I
there.
was like, wow.
And I'm gonna tell you what's funny about Scottsdale too. When I found out I had relatives over there, Kim
You didn't
Kearney.
live in Scottsdale?
Kim Kearney.
Yeah, me and Kim used to date back in the day.
I know. And check this out. I found out we were related. Her and this other dude, he went after his name was Reggie. And they mentioned my grandparents' name. They said, when they said Aunt Ruth and Uncle Woodrow Stark, I said, say those names again. And when they said, I said, guess what? They said, well, I said, those are my grandparents. We looked at each other like, what?
Wow.
And we hugged, we cried, and we rejoiced.
Kim Kearney, Derek Circus, Cersei, Fred Lucas,
Yeah.
Jalen Dawson.
Yep.
I think Ben Morris and Leanne lived over there too, didn't they?
I don't know what being in Leanne. I think I know. I didn't
Daniel.
know. But Daniel. But check this out too. Bernard, Kim, Woodrow, and all them.
Bernard, Kim, Woodrow, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, when I working at Kroger, way before I thought about leaving to go to North Carolina, I ran into Woodrow's sister up there.
No, how's she
Great.
doing?
She was good when I saw her. She said it tripped out when I called out though. I said, yeah. I said I was that little shy, skinny kid at Clarkson with the deep voice. She said,
Lord have mercy.
you're a long way from being skinny now. You're a long way from being fat. I said, you know why? Because I grew up, I had kids.
Right, that part.
And I said, and I've been married before. They said, you married at the time, that's what happened. My ex-wife died. I said, I
Man,
told her,
let me tell you something. Regina and I got married on the 31st of July.
mm-hmm.
Now, I mind you, and I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. This is marriage number 4 for me.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
4.
Shit, my brother
And
been married 4 times, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, but and I said to myself, I said, I'm not, divorce is off the table. We're not doing that.
I know
Divorce
that.
is off the table. We're gonna work this thing out. We're going to lean and rely on Allah.
That's right. Almost like,
He does the guiding. He does the protecting. He does it.
that's right. I'm gonna
It's
say
our
this right.
job to
I'm sorry.
listen and obey.
Right. I'm gonna say this right quick while it's on my mind. Now, let me remind you, this is my second marriage, thank God.
Okay.
And divorce, and
Just
like, I'm
thank God.
like you, divorce is out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, I might not be perfect, but I'm gonna say this right here. I tell them one thing about me, I might not be perfect, but at least on one thing, a lot of people know this way, as I'm faithful.
Yes.
And I say,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do believe. And I do
Now
believe.
with me, you know, uh, uh, um, fidelity or faithfulness, that wasn't mine. That wasn't my kryptonite.
Right.
I was my kryptonite. I was wrapped up in myself
Right.
of not being able. I wasn't mature. I wasn't mature enough to understand. I was a very selfish. I was a very likable and nice person,
Yeah.
but I was a very selfish person because I grew up an only child,
Right. That's how I
and
be.
I had to unlearn, and it took 3 other marriages. I had to unlearn a lot of those selfish ways that I brought into adulthood and brought into marriage.
Right.
And if it wasn't for Allah, man, I'm telling you,
I feel
I
you.
wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but like me, I observed a lot, during my journey too, after high school or whatnot. I look, that's one thing. First time I got married, I was like 37.
Right.
And look, got my
Got
divorce
married
at
late.
43. Look at me. And then 2024, I got married. I got married again after, years after that. And I'm gonna tell you, a certain somebody asked me, I thought you weren't gonna give in, Mr. Don't want to be bothered with nobody. And I said, I also said too, if God permitted, he said, yeah, you did say that.
Thanks. That part.
Yeah,
That part.
I told him, I said that if God permitted, I said, don't never say what you're
What
gonna do
you
or what
ain't
you're
gonna
not
do.
gonna do. If you
Well,
do,
they
just
say if you want to make God laugh, tell him you're playing.
that's right. And tell them, yeah, that's right. And I tell them, don't say what you ain't or what you're gonna do. If you do, just say if God permitted.
That's right. And keep it pushing.
Yeah, I told some people that they were like, you really did say that. I said, and I meant what I said too. But it
Yeah.
seemed, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother Ali. It seemed like after my divorce, I had a girlfriend after that, but she wasn't me. I mean, it wasn't about the look. She was real narcissistic. She had a gold digger mentality.
Very narcissistic.
Yeah. And look, I told her, when she come after we broke up, she had like it was all good. I told her, don't be trying to be nice to me now. I said, you weren't nice to me when we had, but I don't trust you like that. And she thought I was being mean. No, when you hurt somebody like that, they don't want to be bought. And you know how some people, when they get hurt, they think they're gonna give them a second chance, give them another chance. Guess what?
Right.
She
Nope.
thought she was gonna sweet talk me, and I said, You know what I told her? That ain't gonna
Nope.
happen. That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
I let her know, right?
That ain't gonna happen, Cam.
I said, I don't chase nobody, especially no helper.
You didn't call her a helper. Good
Yes, I
God
did.
Almighty.
And look at what she called herself the
Woo-wee.
lead from Facebook. She tried to comment when my father passed. Oh, you know I let her have it.
Yeah.
And I blocked her. Because the way I let her have it when I inboxed her, I said, I hope she has since nothing with me no more. I said, she ain't the only one in the world got a nasty attitude. Hell, I got one of mine worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I warned her before
We
we.
all have. That's the one thing that I've noticed the most about getting older.
Yeah,
And you know, a lot of times the attitudes that we have, right at this point in time, somebody irritates me or frustrates me or whatever, like, man, I'm gonna let you have it. I don't have the time for it.
I know that right.
If you want to be mad, you go right ahead. Don't be
I,
mad. I'll be over here.
I let them know. My blood pressure ain't gonna blow up for nobody.
I don't have the energy.
That's right.
I don't.
And
If
I
I'm gonna
tell them,
if I'm gonna spend some energy to argue with you or whatever, and most of the time the arguments be something that is irrelevant anyway.
right.
I'm not. I'm not even. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole.
That's
I'm
right.
just not.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and that's it. I'm gonna stand on
Yeah.
it. And like
Yeah.
I told you about that last one, the one I was telling you about. Now, how about this? You remember that movie All Eyes on Me?
Hmm.
She told me she wanted to see it when it come out. I said, you do. She said, have fun. So you know I got so that was get back right there, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
And I
Yes,
got
sir.
another one before we close out too, brother Ali. Now you know when my ex-wife died, she sent me a message. Come out, I can call if I need somebody to talk to. I told her I'll call Tyrone before I be bothered with you.
Ruthless.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
ruthless.
yeah. She better call Tyrone.
My first wife,
Uh,
my son's mother.
yeah,
It took us years to develop after we were divorced
right,
a friendship due to the fact of we had this child together,
right,
and we both agreed that we did not want to have Joshua to be looking at us and trying to decide who he wants to be with, who he loves the most. So she lives her life, I live mine. We talk when necessary, but he's grown now, so I just call him directly. But my daughter, she's doing well. My son is doing well. Both of them are overseas.
wow.
Um, yeah, my daughter, she is a helicopter repairman or
Hush your
mechanic
mouth, for
in
real.
in the Air Force. In the Air
Wow.
Force,
Now you know I got.
and my son, huh?
Go ahead, finish.
And my son Joshua, he works for Interpol in their human trafficking division,
That's
and
cool.
he lives in South Korea. And both of them have said they're not coming back to America. I told them stay where you're at.
That right, they
America is
say.
not the place. America is not the place no more. It never has been, actually.
Uh-uh.
That was all a facade. That was all smoke and mirrors. And now that the smoke is cleared and the mirrors have been broken and everything, we really see America for real what it is. Well, we
Exactly.
always knew what it was.
Right.
The rest of the world, the rest of the people are now seeing America for
Oh yeah.
what it really is.
They really saying the bullshit for real.
Yeah, they're really seeing the bullshit in living color.
That's right. Hey, look, and it ain't televised.
No, no, this is streamed.
And look, on the real.
Yeah,
But check this out.
yeah.
Now my girls, thank God they grown too. Now now I'm gonna say before we close out. Now my oldest daughter, her mom passed away in 2003.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you, man. And then I got married in '05, and she died in 2018.
No, I didn't know that.
That's
Wow.
right. Yeah, she died. Her mama died 5 or 6 months after her.
My Lord.
You remember y'all told me
Mm.
her mama had it out.
So what now?
My ex-wife, me, her mama had it out. I mean, she was the reason why I got my divorce. But I let her mama know where to get off at. I put it like this. Let them tell I was the first one to woo-ah, put on the chick. They said I was the first person ever to stand up to her.
And
I
she
told her
probably loved you.
she couldn't stand me.
Really?
Her
Most
mama
of the time, the one that you bump head with and you put them in their place, they respect you and love you even more than they did hate you.
Her mama never liked me from day one. But when I really left, when I really cussed my mama out, she really couldn't stand me because they said I really got away her. I told her she was just hating because her milkshake didn't bring no boys to the yard.
Ouch.
So
Damn.
I told people, you don't want to piss me off. I know how to get you, and I will get you. And when I do, you might get that. Oh my God, I just shitted on myself.
Oh, woo, woo.
And a lot
Yeah,
of people,
you had to get up into them Carolina sticks and get up and down here in the A, because the A is just crazy. It's crazy down here now.
man, now they say after I left, it got worse.
Yeah. Well, man, let me tell you. Anytime because I left going out west
Yeah,
before Joshua was born. I lived in Portland, Oregon for 6 years and Seattle, Washington for 22 years. So
at
when
least you
I
got,
came back to it,
at least
huh?
you got a chance to see the West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I came back home to Atlanta, when my mom got sick and passed away, I
Wow,
was like,
man,
what? Everything had changed, man.
and after my dad had passed in 2021, you already know what I did that following year, that next year, retired from pro and left Georgia.
Yeah, you sure did.
But then,
I,
but the
I was
good part,
com- I was coming from Seattle to Atlanta when you was preparing to leave.
and you know what's funny about that too? That when I found love again.
When you left.
Yeah, but everybody was, I told you this was the first time I got a whole lot of love, support, praises, and blessings with Ronald.
Alhamdulillah.
And
Alhamdulillah.
and you see that.
Yeah,
Hell,
man. I mean,
and you were
look,
one of them too,
it ain't
bro.
nothing fake. It ain't nothing fake. It ain't nothing staged. You can see it.
Oh yeah. Even folks from Clarkson's, you saw they showed support.
Yeah,
They were like,
everybody.
Carlos done found love.
The strut gold.
And look, and got the hell out of Georgia.
Yes, sir. We getting ready to get on. I'll probably give it about another year. We getting somewhere.
Oh,
But
I
we're
know.
not gonna. I can't see Atlanta's my home. It'll always be my home. A
Yeah,
until I die. Grady baby, all of that. But I cannot see retiring because everything is getting priced out. Everything is
exactly.
getting priced out. They have $300,000 and $400,000 homes in Decatur, Candler Road. Who
I,
buying them?
I saw that. That's why I'm
Who is
gonna get.
buying them houses?
I don't know, but that's why I on because it wasn't nothing good going for me down here. It's just time to go anyway.
No. Yeah, it was time to go. Time to go.
And then since I've been to North Carolina, you notice a change.
Yeah,
A lot more
do
happier.
that. You're a lot more happier. You're a lot more at ease. Your faces even ain't crunched up. It ain't crunched up all the
That's
time.
what Veronica told me. She said, I had that ball here, man.
Yeah.
But that's all it took. That's all it took was a whole lot of love.
That's all. That's
Yeah.
all any of us need is a whole lot of love and a spoonful of patience.
That's right. That is so right. Well, look here, I ain't trying to cut. It's time to cut it short, man. But
All
hey,
right, brother.
let me say this before we go. I got to. You know, I got to do the closing. You know, hey, thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in and watch Stargell's World with me, the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Not afraid to yell out what's real nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last. Because when they made me, they found the moon.
All right, my brother. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's good seeing you. It's always good seeing you and talking to you. I got some things that I'm going to be working on the turnpike, and I'll share them with you as they develop. That I know that I want you to be a part of it. I want your show to be a part of it. So
Okay, yes,
just
sir.
stay tuned. I got some stuff in the pot. I'm cooking.
That's right. Hey, look, and whenever you're ready to go live, just let me know.
All right, my brother. And tell your wife. Yes, sir. And tell your wife I said hello again, and y'all have yourself a great evening, man.
And you do the same, and
See ya.
and I ain't trying to be him.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well,
We'll see you, brother. Peace.
peace, 2 fingers. I'm out here like last year.